All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you and welcome to Epic Chef Showdown. My name is Topher Morrison, and for the next 6 weeks, I'll be your host at this competition as we have 8 of Tampa's best restaurants competing shoulder to shoulder to win the title of Epic Chef. Last week we had a nail biter. We had, it was Jeff Thornsberry from Locale Market Farm Table Kitchen. He beat out Richie Bergendale from The Mill, and it was all about the clock. Richie didn't quite get his first appetizer done in the time frame necessary, so it got a little desperate at the end, lost a few points on presentation, but the food was amazing. But at the end, that was the result that got him. And as a result, they both learned their lesson, and by the time they got to their second entree, they were both done so early, Jeff had time to take a beer and toast the audience, as we did the countdown clock. But in the end, it was a victory all by the clock. And they all did really well. I want to thank everybody here for coming out to our live audience. This is the first season where we're also live streaming around the world, so if you'll indulge me for just a moment, I'd like to thank everybody who's live streaming in wherever you're at all over the world. Last week we had 7,000 people view in. We imagine that we're going to have twice that here this year, or this episode. We're about ready to go. We're going to get started. We got a great live audience here. Are you guys ready to begin? Yeah. Incidentally, watching the live stream is exactly like being here for real, except for they're eating a lot better food than you probably are. Our audience is going to be getting a 4-course meal here this evening, so as we're talking, you might see some wait staff coming up and down. They're going to be clearing the plates and serving a lot more food. And if you don't see me for about 5 or 10 minutes, I've snuck away to eat some food, because last week I didn't get any, and I'm determined to find myself some food here. All right, let's talk about why we're here. I want to make sure that as we have fun this evening, we realize that there's a cause greater than just cooking some food and giving somebody an award of Epic Chef. The reason why we're here is to raise awareness for Feeding Tampa Bay. Feeding Tampa Bay is one of my favorite charities in the Tampa Bay area. They provide 44 million meals every single year. Wow. 44 million years. Now, you might think that's a lot of meals, but there actually is a capacity in the Tampa Bay area to have that go all the way up to 100 million meals every year in order for nobody to go hungry here in Tampa Bay. Currently, right now, every year, 700,000 people in the Tampa Bay area are food insecure. That is unacceptable. 1 out of every 4 kids that goes to public school won't have a meal from Friday evening all the way through till Monday morning. We want to fix that. We want to raise that awareness. We're not going to be asking for any money here this evening, but we are going to be asking that you spread the word, send those statistics around the world, and let people know that we can do better as a culture here. For every $1 that is donated to the Feeding Tampa Bay, listen to this, they create 10 meals. Wow. For every $1. They are one of the most efficient charities in the world. They do amazing work. $1 gets 10 meals. And folks, the worst place in the world to be in this city, and anywhere in the country, by the way, the worst place in the world to be is $1 over the poverty level. There's a lot of those 700,000 people, those aren't people looking for work. Those 700,000 people, a lot of them, hardworking moms and dads, sometimes have 2, sometimes have 3 jobs. 20% of the retired military in the Tampa Bay area are food insecure. By my estimation, that is absolutely unacceptable. We have these men and women protecting our freedoms. I think by damn, they should be able to eat every single meal as well. So we want to make sure we raise that awareness and get people to hear about that. I also want to thank some people who are making a dent on that 700,000 number. That would be our sponsors. This event would not be able to happen for the price that it does without sponsors coming in and saying, you know what, we're going to help out Feeding Tampa Bay. We're going to take care of all of this food. We're going to help it out. So, by the way, I'm not into the hold your applause till the end. I think that's lame. So I think every one of these sponsors deserves their addition. So, here we go. Big round of applause for Florida Blue. Florida Blue is a consistent supporter of Feeding Tampa Bay. So thank you for having me here. Coca-Cola Beverage Florida is sponsoring us as well. We got some savvy business, some product placement there as well. I'm not saying, by the way, chefs, that if you use the Diet Coke, the coconut water, Sprite, Coke Zero, or Coke Black, that it's extra points. But I am saying that last week, somebody grabbed some cans off the shelf and put it in their menu, and I think that might have helped them. All right. Gray Robinson is one of our sponsors. Please give them a big round of applause. I think they're here today, if I'm not mistaken. Harvard Jolly has been helping us out immensely. Give them a big round of applause. Uriah's Urban Farms is here. I don't know if, is there a rep, are you repping? Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So they brought some of this vegetables here. I'll have you come up and talk about what we got here a little bit later as well. Tampa Bay Times. Boy, we want to thank the Tampa Bay Times. They're always here. Incidentally, this is being live streamed on the Tampa Bay Times website, so you can go to tampabay.com to watch the live stream, and we appreciate your services, your help, and you being here as well. Let's see, who else we got here? Oh, Breakthrough Beverage. They donated the wine. Let's give them a big round of applause. People who supply the booze always get the loudest applause. Isn't that amazing? All right, here we go. I'm going to introduce your chefs here tonight. We've got two amazing chefs, and I know personally they're amazing because I've been out to their restaurants, I've had their food, and I'm telling you what, they're amazing. Here we go. Over here from Mise, we have Paul Boucher. Paul Boucher, please. Now, Paul is the pastry chef at Mise, and that might think, wow, pastry chef, he's going to be having a hard time here because you're not going to have time to be cooking a lot of pastries. But he is not just a pastry chef. That's just the role he's in right now. Over the past 16 years, he's been in every position in there behind the counter, so he's very, very well versed and ready to go. Welcome. He was a graduate of New England Culinary Institute, working for 16 years through Mise. Give him a big round of applause again. And over here on my right, we've got Parkshore Grill. This is Chris Stockwell. Chris from Parkshore Grill. Chris is the sous chef at Parkshore Grill. He's been there 11 years with Chef Tyson. I was there yesterday for brunch. I had myself some lobster toast, some filet mignon, and this thing called decadent chocolate that if you guys are chocolate fans, I'm telling you it's worth the drive out to Parkshore just to eat the decadent chocolate. Give him a big round of applause. All right, so Chris, you ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right, who's going to win tonight?
Go.
Yeah? All right, cool. Paul?
Yes.
You ready to play?
Of course.
Who's going to win tonight?
I am.
All right, well, I got to tell you something about this guy here. This is a cool episode because on season 1, Chris was competing against Mise en Place, and Mise en Place won. So this is a grudge match. He's back. He's ready to go. He's ready for revenge. So keep your wits about you. He's been sharpening the knives. I'm not sure if it's for the food or for you. So just keep an eye on him. That's all I'm saying. All right? Here we go. Let's go over the rules of the competition. 2 of Tampa Bay's best chefs are going to be competing shoulder to shoulder for the title of Epic Chef. This begins with a couple of rules. Number 1, trash talk totally encouraged. We like that. Makes for good TV. Stabbing forks and knives, however, is not allowed. So keep the blood to a minimum. 2 rounds, 30 minutes each, judged on 3 items: flavor, originality, or creativity, and the presentation of the plate. There are 2 mystery ingredients per round. And I think at this point in time, it'd probably be good for us to actually talk about what those mystery ingredients are. You guys ready to see the mystery ingredients?
Yeah.
That seemed pretty lackluster. Let's see if we can hear that again. Ready for the mystery ingredients? All right. We're going to present both of them here. The first one is a delectable canned corned beef and guajillo chilies.
Oh, yeah.
Canned corned beef and some,
chilies.
I hope I'm saying that right. Is that right? Guajillo? Guajillo chilies? These are the 2nd most popular chili in Mexico. And some canned corned beef. Yeah, good luck making that sound good. So that's the first one. The second one, we have whole chickens and ramen noodles. Whole chicken and ramen noodles. So, just in case you didn't get your sodium intake today, judges, little known fact about ramen noodles, they have over 50% of the daily recommended allowance for sodium. So, yeah, you're going to get your salt on here tonight. All right, gentlemen, so you've, in the first one, though, let's set that aside. That's for meal number 2. For meal number 1, you got your canned corned beef and your guajillo chilies. And I think we're ready to set the clock if we have somebody who knows how to set the clock, but I don't, that's for sure. All right. And are you guys ready? All right, in that case, let's the competition begin.
Boom.
All right, give them a big round of applause. They go. All right, now here, let's see here. As we let these guys get started trying to figure out how the heck they're going to make canned corned beef taste good, I think my goal would be to take all the chilies and just pour it in so that you can't taste the canned corned beef. That'd probably be a pretty good plan. I want to thank the Epicurean Kitchen Theater here for hosting us. This is a beautiful venue. Would you guys please thank the Epicurean Hotel? The only thing more pristine and new than this beautiful kitchen would be their brand new general manager, Kevin Scott. He has that new car smell on him. Let's get him up here. Here we go. You're all live. There we go.
Well, thank you, Topher, for that amazing introduction. And anyone catch how good he eats on a day-to-day basis? Lobster toast?
It's called research.
Sure. Yes. Well, welcome everyone, and to a few of those in the crowd, welcome back for week 2 of the Epic Chef Showdown benefiting Tampa Bay, Feeding Tampa Bay. So excited to have you guys here. And you know, last week was amazing. We got kicked off with 2 amazing chefs going head to head, or as Topher puts it, shoulder to shoulder. But I think we're in for a real treat tonight. So again, welcome. And at this time, I'd love to introduce JC Peters, Director of Marketing and Communications for Feeding Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you all for being here tonight, for sharing a meal with us. You know, we got a lot going on. We got chefs that are making food. We have judges who are ready to critique the food. Topher's going to be talking about food. You're eating food. People online are watching food. So there's food everywhere. And you know, food is really the purpose of Epic Chef, and it's the reason that we're all here tonight. As Topher said, 700,000 people in our community, 1 in 7 adults, 1 in 4 kids. They don't know where their next meal is coming from, so food doesn't come all that easy. And in fact, it's at the center of their worlds for all of the wrong reasons, because they're trying to figure out, how am I going to eat again? When am I going to get food again? And so for children in our community, 1 in 4, food means an education. It means that they're going to be able to go to school and have the tools that they need to learn and grow. For families in our community, it means I can keep the lights on for 1 more month because I have a meal. I don't have to make that choice between food and bills. And for seniors in our community, it means strength. It means 1 less doctor visit. And so Feeding Tampa Bay, for us, our job is to make sure that we rescue as much food as we can, and we put it back into the community, into homes, on tables of those in need, just to make sure all of that happens. And so for us, thank you all for being here, and thank you for your support. Thank you for committing to our cause and to ensuring that no one goes hungry in our community. So thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, interesting fact about Feeding Tampa Bay, they manage 25,000 volunteers every year. They are one of the most efficient machines I've ever seen, and if you've never had the opportunity to go out and volunteer, highly recommend it. It is a day filled with a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and you walk home at night and hug your kids a little tighter. You call your parents and you thank them, and it's just one of those days. It's very emotional. It's a great time. Having said that, it's time to meet some other people here, which are very important. In fact, the Epic Chef Showdown wouldn't even be a showdown without these three individuals over here. I'd like to introduce our judges for the evening. The first we have here is Michael Butticavoli. Did I get the name right?
Exactly, yeah. Yes, you did.
Yeah. Been stressing out over that one all day. All right. He is the executive chef at Cena, which is in the Channel Side District. If you've not been there yet, Cena is Italian for dinner or supper. Is that correct?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Welcome to the program. Thank you very much, Michael. Give him a big round of applause. Michael, tell us a little bit about Cena. If we're going to go out to Cena, what are we going to expect? What are we going to find when we get out there?
Well, I'll tell you what you're not going to find. You're not going to find your chicken parmesan. You're not going to find your typical 30 different types of chickens, veals, and beef dishes.
You find a lot of corned beef canned ham, is that it?
We don't do a lot of corned beef canned ham. But you're gonna find a fresh new twist on Italian food done in a really fun way. There's some classics, there's some fun spins on some classics, and then there's some things that are just kind of my my approach to Italian food.
Very cool. Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you for
As
having me.
this chef on the board, we expect you to be overly critical, kind of check them out, look at what they're doing, keep an eye on the monitors. You're going to be our resident expert. If we're going to do any mind reading, you're going to be the guy that's kind of trying to get in their head and find out what's going on. If you had to cook corned beef, what would you be doing with it right now?
Out of a can?
Yeah.
I would probably be
Serve a
struggling
can?
right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, with beef and like a Mexican chili, and probably kind of take on a Mexican approach to some type of Mexican dish, maybe, I don't know, some kind of cool tamale or
Nachos.
Hey, I like that idea.
All right, well done. All right, give Michael a big round of applause. All right, next to Michael, we have Liz Balmaceda. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Liz Balmaceda, she is the food and dining editor for Palm Beach Post. And she is one funny journalist. I read some of her articles today. Her pet peeves, by the way, are waiters who sit when they take their orders, dirty rags, and uncomfortable chairs. So,
Well, hey, you know.
how are we doing on the chairs?
No, the chair is
We got you
amazing.
covered? Good.
Chair's
Please
amazing.
welcome Liz to the group.
Hi.
Not a bad seat here between these two handsome men.
This is perfect.
It's working pretty well for you. All right, since you are our resident food critic, we're expecting you to be the Simon Cowell of the whole place
Oh,
here.
no.
Really judging
I'm
hard.
much nicer,
Yeah,
though.
by the way, did you ever say any crap about the guy sitting next to you in his restaurant? Have you been good to him?
Well, I haven't been there, so I'm sure.
Dude,
but
you're
you
going to
know,
have to hook her up.
Yeah,
Get some
no.
free
remember,
buffets to
I'm in a whole other area code.
This is
So.
true. That's all right. So you need to brag about him. Say it's worth coming all the way over.
Yeah,
to the
no. I'm
podcast.
sure. Just even by talking to him, I know that it's just
There
amazing.
you go. All right. Work that. All right. Please welcome Liz.
Thank you.
And last but not least, you probably recognize him if you're a football fan. This is Vincent Jackson. He's a graduate of the university, well, actually a graduate of USF, but recruited from the University of Northern Colorado, the San Diego Chargers. And then the Bucs got to steal him. He was on the Bucs for 5 years as a wide receiver. He is a 3-time Pro Bowl player. And something you may not know, he's also the owner of the Cask Social Restaurant down in Hyde Park.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so now as a judge, as a football player, you're very familiar with food.
Yes, I love my food.
Yep, indeed. Now, let me ask you a question. So you own the Cask and you own another restaurant.
I got a partner, Jay Mise, who has in Hyde Park some Irish 31s. He's opened a few concepts around town, but he's my partner at First Live, right across from Amalie Arena, downtown.
That's a sweet property for you as soon as Channelside gets all.
Yeah, Bennick's our landlord. He's a beast in this industry and in this environment, this region. We're blessed to have him and other entrepreneurs that are, investing a lot in our community. So it's been great working with him.
We like the investment that you're doing. Some of you guys may not know Vincent's a huge supporter of our vets. Do you want to tell them a little bit about the charity that you work with?
Yeah. So I'm a military kid myself. My father served 21 years in the Army, and my mom served briefly, but she worked as a civilian for the military for over 25 years.
How many cities did you live in when you were growing up?
Oh my gosh, man. We bounced around at least 5-6 cities in the U.S. I lived overseas in Grafenberg, Germany for 3 years, which I love. Europe's beautiful, you know what I mean? I was old enough to soak it in, get that culture, get that experience at a good age, and it really helped mold me into the man I am today, you know what I mean? Like diversity and all the things that our country stands for. So the military was like, near and dear to my heart, so I started a foundation about 5 years ago when I got to Tampa. The Jackson and Action 83 Foundation, supporting military families, really focusing on the kids and the spouses and things that kind of go, unseen behind the scenes. There's a lot of philanthropy done for our servicemen and women, which is well deserved. We do a lot ourselves, but sometimes the kids and the effect on the families, that structure gets a little bit forgotten. So we really try to support that. And MacDill Air Force Base in our backyard in Tampa is a huge strength and component to us. They've been very receptive for all of our programs. We're blessed to have them, and again, like you said earlier, the statistics on servicemen and women and their families that are going hungry in this community, let alone around the country, is very disturbing. So I'm happy here to support tonight and eat some good food, and I appreciate you guys having us.
You're an author. You're a 2-time author, a 3-time Pro Bowler. What do you do? Do you sleep ever?
Well, I got 3 kids on the 4, so no, I don't sleep.
You don't. Not at all. Yeah.
No,
you got 3 kids. He's got 3 kids.
Yeah, well, he did 2 at one time. I
Yeah,
heard.
he did 2 at one
Is that
time.
correct?
He's got twins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
He's like, this night can go as long as you want to
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
I'm fine. I just say, honey, I'm sorry. What can I do? there till like midnight. So the timer broke. They just kept going and going and going. Food was burnt, but we didn't care. Tell them about the books that you wrote.
Yeah,
So
my wife's an elementary school teacher. She's K through 6 she works with, so it was right up our alley to start a children's book series, really based around military families. You know, some of the struggles they go through. Our first book in the series called Danny Dog Tags. Danny Dog Tags, you get it, military, you know, play on words there. But he's our main character. He's through our series. We're going to do 3 books. We're going to get 2 down now. Our first one was based about deployment. So it's focusing on the emotional factor that happens with, you know, a mom or dad has to sit down with a, you know, kid who's maybe, you know, 5 years old, 7 years old. How do you talk about dad going away or mom going away for 6 months or a year at a time? That's a tough conversational piece. So we tried to put a book together that was, you know, able to them to, you know, sit down at bedtime and not only make it fun, but make it a little bit genuine about the responsibilities that are needed, you know, to step up in the family role, to support that family structure, and all the stresses that go on with deployment. Our second book was based around more health choices and education as far as, you know, hey, we all know technology. And there's nothing wrong with an iPad. My kids use iPads, but at some point in time, you know, we're starting to get away as a culture from just getting outside and being active. You know what I mean? Grabbing a few kids in the neighborhood and going outside, you know, you don't need much. You know, maybe a soccer ball or maybe a basketball. Go down the street, you know, do something productive and get outside and enjoy some sunshine. So we really focus on making healthy choices, not only with activity and sports, but more so with, you know, the technology and being a good student. You know, education is so vital to the future of these kids. And as much as, you know, being a platform that I have as a professional athlete, you know, I tell these kids, you know, education was first and foremost in my family. You know, as a military kid, I graduated high school with a 4.1 GPA. I got, you know, accepted to Columbia. It was a tough decision to go between Columbia or University of Northern Colorado, but University of Northern Colorado had a great business school, which I studied, and it worked out.
Everybody gets lost once in a while.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, come to USF, it's okay.
Here I am.
Overlook it. We'll just call that the
experimental phase. Exactly. So we just want to encourage these kids, man, to get out there. You know what I mean? You know, be good community members. You know, make healthy decisions. You know what I mean, with food and diet and being active. So
let's give it a plug. Where do they go to get the books? Or give them a round of applause. How do we get involved? Give us a plug.
Yeah. So our foundation. It's www.jackson. And actually, I'm looking at the camera. Which camera's on me right now? To make sure these people online are seeing me.
Right there.
You talk about 14,000. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay. www.jacksoninaction83.org. You can check out our, you know, our programs that we do, you know, between literacy and the youth in action camps, baby shower we got coming up this weekend, 40 military young couples that are having a kid or, you know, just had a kid in the last 6 months. We're showering them with over $2,000 worth each per family of cribs, strollers, all the things that young families go through, because like you said, a lot of people don't know that military families, I mean, they don't make a ton of money, especially the lower ranking, you know, individuals, the soldiers. It takes some time to build that up. So go check out our website, see what we're doing. We love the support, but we're very organic, we're grassroots. We're going to stay here in Tampa doing our thing and continue to expand our wings, but I appreciate the support.
Good, we're glad to have you here.
Liz,
let's plug you. We want to go read your blogs, your articles. Where do we go?
Yeah, go to palmbeachpost.com.
palmbeachpost.com.
And on Facebook, Post on Food. It's just at Post on Food, and all of our stories just pop up there. That's actually probably the easiest.
She's a great writer. I'm telling you, you're going to laugh at her article. She's good. I love the one about your 3 pet peeves. And Mr. Buddha-Cavoli?
Yeah, Chana-Channel Side.
What's that? Say it again.
Chana-Channel Side.
Chana. Did I say it right? Chana? Chana?
Yeah.
Chana?
Yeah, good close.
Chana?
Yeah, that's
tomato,
close
tomato?
Right.
All right. All right, cool. Help us out here. What do you think they got going on?
They're working. They're not sweating yet, though.
By the way, guys, you are hitting your 15-minute mark right now. It's actually 14 minutes. Sorry, 16. But give yourself a good minute window there, all right? All right, so I'm going to go annoy them here in a second, Michael, but if you can kind of give us an idea, what do you think they're doing?
I mean, I see a little sauce work going on here, maybe a little, you know, protein work as well to make a dish, you know, get together here. It's really hard to see from.
I got to tell you, as disgusting as corned beef is, it smells pretty good. They've actually done a pretty good job with that, so can't complain with that one. All right, I'm going to walk up and see if I can annoy these guys and ask them some questions here.
That canned corned beef.
And Chef Tyson, I'm going to have you come up here in just a few moments. Hey, Steve, how are you, buddy? All right, let's see here. So they both strategically put their backs to me, so they're trying not to talk. One thing I've discovered about chefs when they cook, you're lucky if you can get one-word answers out of them. I try to ask them open-ended question like, you know, what are we doing here? And they usually go, yes, cooking. Get out of my way. So we're gonna start here with Chris. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
All right, cool. What are you preparing for us?
A little corned beef hash.
Oh wait, hang on, forget the mic.
There we go.
Keep working though. I'll just hold the mic and you can work and talk.
Again, I'm making a little corned beef hash.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little play on breakfast.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, breakfast 24 hours a day, nothing wrong with that. I'll take that. All right, good luck. All right, cool. Give Chris a round of applause. Get him going. Get us some courage here. It's doing pretty good. All right, Paul, how you doing? All right, tell us a little bit what you're doing.
About the same thing.
All right, so this is going head to head then. So they're both doing some kind of a breakfast ensemble with some corned beef hash. That'll look good. We're going to be comparing hash to hash, or apples to apples as it were. Keep at it. Keep an eye on the clock. You're down to 13 minutes, 57 seconds. Let's cheer them on, folks. Let's make sure they keep going. I'm not kidding, man. This smells like cat food. Literally, it just smells like cat food. There's no way hiding that. I'm pretty sure they just put cat food in there. Now that would be a mystery ingredient, wouldn't it? All right, hey, real quickly, I want to talk to Chef Tyson if he's around. Chef Tyson, there we are. Hey, buddy, how are you? Please give Chef Tyson for Parkshore Grill a big round of applause. I'll just have you hold that. So tell us a little bit about what they are eating. We're taking out the second dish right now, so let them know what they're eating here.
This is a dish we do in the restaurant. It's one of the more popular dishes that we do. It's a seared scallop, a cream spinach with some smoked bacon, a little bit of garlic, and topped with crispy potato chips.
Not just any bacon, that's Nyman bacon.
Absolutely.
What the hell is Nyman bacon?
Well, Nyman Ranch is supports small family farms. They're all naturally raised hogs. That's some of the best pork on the planet.
Nice.
Amazing stuff.
All right, cool. And where are they at?
They're all over the Midwest.
All right.
So.
All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. Tell us a little bit about Parkshore Grill. What do we expect when we go out? You guys, I know you're known for your steaks.
We're our 11th year.
Yep.
Beach Drive, St. Pete. We all focus on center of the plate ingredients, using the best ingredients that we can find. All of our meats are sustainably raised, non-GMO, natural, free range. We believe in using the best products and presenting it to you in the best way.
I'll tell you, I was out there yesterday. I had your lobster toast. That was disgusting in all the right ways, let me tell you. It was insane, dude. And then I had a filet. This filet was so tender, I just cut it with a butter knife. In fact, somebody commented on the video on Facebook that I cut it with a butter knife, and they go, that's when you know good filet.
Absolutely.
So well done. Listen, your partner Steve was here. I just saw him pop in. Is he out there in the lobby? Oh, well, now we can talk back. If he's not in here, we can talk about him behind his back. That's great. So one thing that I know about Parkshore Grill is you guys are incredibly, Steve in particular, is every charity event I think I've been to that I'm hosting or doing the auctions for, that guy shows up and is just giving away a ton of stuff. He's really got a lot of heart, so I appreciate what you guys do.
We really believe that's the best way to get back to the community, and it's a big part of our marketing budget is to give back and be there for all the wonderful charities.
It shows, it really does, man. I appreciate y'all you do. Give him a big round of applause. All right, how long has Parkshore Grill been around?
We're on 11th year right now.
11th year. What keeps you inspired coming in there every day? Where do you draw your inspiration from?
I think it's just a great community, and St. Pete's still growing, and to still be in our 11th year and growing as a business, it's fantastic.
Got a great location.
It's a fantastic location. We don't want to give it up, and we got to keep it strong.
All right, good. Tell us about Chris back here.
Chef Chris has been with us for off and on probably 9 years, and he's left us for a brief moment and worked over with Marty for a little bit, and came back to the bright side, came back to Beach Drive, and
the smack talk started.
so we got him back.
We love it.
And so he's great.
Is he calm under pressure? Is he stressful?
What do you think?
He seems like he's doing pretty good.
He looks pretty calm right now. He's doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. Did you give him any advice here to prep for this one?
Well, I told him this is really, I mean, it's all for a charity. That's why you're here. It's not, it's not about the competition.
You were looking at him to give him one of those.
Yeah, you better win this time, but yeah.
Win or don't come home.
Right.
Kind of look that parental thing.
We really want to be in this for the charity.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What advice did you give him?
That was it. I mean, cook simple. We're here to cook. Just grab a knife, and he knows how to do it. He does it every day.
Get on.
And just bring it in.
All right. Cool. Thank you much. Chef
Thank you very much.
From Parkshore Grill. Thank you, buddy. All right, so Paul's already got the plates out for the presentation, so I think he's kind of thinking ahead there. Either that or somebody just dropped them off for him. We've got Chris chopping up some mushrooms. We've got some onions. Those peppers are looking good. Pretty impressive. All right, so Michael, they're cooking breakfast. What do you think? Is that going to win some points on the presentation or the originality, or was that too easy?
I don't know. Maybe that's taking the easy vote, but breakfast is still good. I'm a fan of breakfast for dinner, so
yep.
I'm anxious to see what's going on.
Very cool. Awesome. It's delicious. All right, let's talk a little bit about some of our sponsors here. We've got Nick Corus from Florida Built Blue. Nick, where are you at? Nick from Florida Built. Hey, there you are. Give Nick a round of applause. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being out here. Thanks for being here. You have an empty mouth, so I'm going to walk away until you put some food in your mouth. Then I'll come back and make sure I ask you a question. Thank you so much for your sponsorships. Appreciate you being here. Would you mind just sharing with the group a little bit about why Florida Blue is so passionate about helping out?
Two things.
Feeding Tampa Bay. I'm just checking on the time. You guys are under the 10-minute mark. Just to let you know, you're at 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
All right, well, I'm going to make this brief. So,
okay, we got 8 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay.
I don't have that many jokes.
All right.
You can talk.
So our mission is to help people and communities achieve better health. Yep. And we definitely see the relationship between food and access to food and healthy communities.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, if you're worried about getting access to food, you're not going to have a healthy community. So we believe our missions go hand in hand. We've been long-term supporters. We were here at this inaugural Epic Chef 3 years ago. We're going to continue our support.
Thomas wanted to thank you for constantly showing up so they don't have to reprint a new banner, by the way. They love the fact that you guys always show up as the main sponsor. Saves them some money, so thank you for that.
Well, we have our marketing director from Jacksonville here, so I think she appreciates that as well.
We can keep reusing this every year. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Nothing wrong with that. By the way, you're right. Florida Blue is about health, and you know what? If you look at the interesting thing about, if you look at almost all of the socioeconomic problems that go along in our society, from crime to domestic abuse to homelessness issues, poverty, all of these things go back to nutrition. You know, if a kid isn't properly nourished, they can't study at school.
That's right.
If they can't study at school, they don't get good grades. If they don't get good grades, they don't get a scholarship. If they don't get a scholarship, maybe they don't go to college. If they don't go to college, they don't get the job that they wanted to. I mean, it's this perpetual cycle.
That's
and so
exactly
we've got to
right.
stop it right at the very end and make sure we give them the nutrition. So we appreciate everything you guys do at Florida Blue for us. We appreciate you being a big supporter, not just of Feeding Tampa Bay, but of the Tampa Bay area as well. I know with all this stuff going on politically with insurance, you guys have stayed in Florida, and we appreciate you for that.
Yes,
so
we have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yep. All right, where's Kevin at? Is Kevin here or is he outside? I'm going to go grab Kevin. Oh, okay. See if we can find him. Hey, Kevin. Kevin, I want to bring in here real quickly. Once I bring him back the GM, Kevin Scott. Give him a big round of applause. All right, we got 6 minutes and 16 seconds left, Kevin. So I thought what we do is take a little bit of time to talk about this beautiful venue. This is the Epicurean Kitchen Theater. What was the inspiration behind creating a theater like this?
So truthfully, this is a nod to Bern Laxer. And anyone who had the privilege and opportunity to work with him or know Bern, he was all about knowledge and all about paying it forward, whether it was photography, whether it was viticulture, whether it was agriculture. The guy was pursuant of all things knowledge and just making himself better in every way. Plus, he was a damn good competitor and really wanted to be the best at everything. So this was when Mainsail, our parent company, Lodging and Development, partnered with David Laxer, Bern's son. This was our nod to say, hey, listen, we want to give back. And we do about 2 to 3 events a week here.
What kind of events do you do? Like cooking classes or cooking shows?
Obviously, we have a cooking show, but at the same time, we also do cooking classes. One of the amazing partners that we have is Where Love Grows, Florida. So they bring in children 6 to 12, and one of our chefs teaches them how to cook. So last week we had them in here where they made guacamole, pico de gallo, and killer tacos. So cool. This is all ages. We have events like cupcakes and cocktails. So you make yourself a cocktail, you get crazy with some batter. Next thing you know, you're walking out with half a dozen cupcakes. Everyone wins.
Everybody's
so it's we love utilizing the space. We also use it for groups, such as corporate groups that are looking for different offsite events.
Team building.
Correct. I mean, ropes courses are so 2000. So we are bringing this into play, and we have a lot of fun with it, as you can see.
Cool. So if somebody wants to reserve this, book this out for events, where do they go? Who do they call? What happens?
EpicureanHotel.com, and we've got a theater website. You can go there, check our availability for classes that we put on within the community, but you can also reach out to our sales team and book a special group or a private group.
Well, it's a beautiful venue.
Well, thank you.
It really is. It's just
great to have you all here.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, thank you. All right, guys, we're down to 4 minutes remaining, so I'm going to make sure I stay on you guys because the last thing I want you to do is to run out of time. So 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. I'm hoping to see some food put out on the plate for presentation. Chris is way ahead of the game. He's got his plates out. He's doing good. Paul, how you doing over here? You about ready to start putting things on the presentation plates? Getting there. You got 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Let's give him a big round of applause. Cheer him on. In the last 3 minutes, I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys some fun facts about our mystery dishes here. Interesting thing about canned corned beef. Abraham Lincoln's inaugural dinner was corned beef and cabbage. I doubt it was canned corned beef though, but it was corned beef and cabbage. Y'all know where the term corned beef comes from? Michael, do you know this one? This is a trivia question. This is tough. Even a chef would have a hard time.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where it comes from.
No worries. All right, here's where it comes from. The term corn in canned corned beef comes from the beef that they would put into a crock pot, and then they would cover it with salt rock kernels. And that kernel was the shape of the corn, and so there was the name corned beef.
Did not know that.
You guys are getting some information you didn't know. Not only are we good for the belly, we're good for your brain as well. All right, here we go. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, guys. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Chilies. This chili, I hope I said, did I say it right, by the way? Guajillo. There we go. Guajillo chili. Second most popular chili in Mexico. Known to treat arthritis, cardiovascular disease, gastric ulcers, and asthma.
No, it's medicinal.
It's very medicinal. I don't know if it's medicinal when you mix it with corned beef, but I'm thinking at least if you have the chilies, maybe that'll offset all the salt that's in the canned corned beef, so the sodium intake isn't
Or
too
the
bad.
ramen.
What's that? Or the ramen. Yeah. Hope you're ready for that one.
Coming.
And believe it or not, the chilies were actually originated in Peru, not in Mexico. Obviously, somebody brought them over to Mexico, and they said, we like these more than ours. So anyway, we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds, roughly, gentlemen.
Got some
What's this?
This is since you didn't get enough to eat last week.
Oh, look at this, huh? Since I didn't get fed last week. It was so funny. Last week, I'm sitting here, and these guys eat like 2 bites. Vincent, he'll probably eat the whole thing. Yeah. But most of them, they're eating like 2 bites, and I'm going, this is great, man. I'm going to get myself some food. And I turn my back like this to look at my notes, and I come back, and all the plates are gone. They're gone. No. Happened both times. So I'm keeping my eye out for the food here. I'm going to give myself some food. I don't know what I've got over there, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the scallops, so that's good. Now the question is, when do I have time as the host to actually eat? I may have actually found my own flaw in my theory. All right, gentlemen, we got less than a minute to go. We got 53 seconds left. Michael, you're a chef. You have a lot of people all the time.
Let's go.
Let's go. What are they feeling right now?
Pressure's on, definitely.
Pressure's on. I'll tell you what, they're doing good though. Looks like Chris has almost got his entire plate. In fact, it looks like his plate is done. Paul is darn near done. I think, in fact, he's done as well. Is that right, Paul? Beautiful. Just about. You're going to put some eggs on there? All right, cool. But it looks like at this point in time, with 30 seconds remaining, everybody's going to get their presentation done, which is much better. So you've got 20 seconds remaining. For drama, Paul is clearly waiting just to make sure that it's looking good. He's smart. He's holding the heat into the eggs, so when he puts it on the plate, it stays as warm as it possibly can be. Looks like Chris is already prepping and getting ready for the next dish. The dinner's ready. We got, the time is up. Hands up, we're done. All right, well done, gentlemen. Well done. Well done.
That's a bully.
All right. Let's do this. We're going to start over here with Chris's dishes. Chris, if you could bring one dish with you, I'll take the other two. We'll present these to the judges.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
There you are.
Thank you.
And
That's
why don't you come
beautiful.
right over here if you would for me, please, Chris.
Take a
I've lost all the microphones. Where did the microphones go? There we go. They're like pens. I just lose them. Here we go. All right. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about what you've got here for the dish.
I made a corned beef hash with guajillo chili sauce, poached egg, and I was going to use some queso fresco, but there wasn't any in the fridge, so I used a little goat cheese.
Cool.
The tanginess and the acidity will kind of help the dish, and just a little lime and cilantro. The Mexican breakfast.
All right. Well done. All right. We'll dig in.
Yeah.
This is where we get to have them start eating the food, and then I ask them very awkward questions while they have food in their mouth. I try to time this as best I can with each and every one. Yeah. You guys self-conscious about 45 people watching you eat?
Did you want us to squeeze? Yeah.
14,000 people around the world
That's a
watching
good
you
idea.
chew your food. Make sure you zoom in on their mouths and get this. Yeah, the sound.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm gonna
Vincent's
break this
making some
egg.
good facial expressions. Yep. So we're going to start with Vincent here. Vincent, tell us a little bit about what you think. Let's bring you right over here. Make sure we get you on the spot. There we go.
Yeah, so again, breakfast for dinner, can't go wrong there, but was very curious about how the canned corned beef was going to turn out, and how he's going to try to season it or, flavor it. And I see you got to try to put a little spice there on the base there of the plate, which I love. I'm a big fan of heat. But the citrus is really helping the meat as well, coming out of the can. So I think he did a good job. Cilantro's got a little Hispanic flair to it, and I'm enjoying it. Well done.
If they had corned beef hash on the menu at Parkshore Grill, would you ever order it?
Man, if he could do it like this, I probably would
You
give it
knew
a
how to
shot.
taste it.
I would
There we
give it
go.
a
All right,
shot.
that says a lot. All right, now that's amateur hour. This guy just eats for a living.
Yeah,
all right.
I just eat.
Now we got the food critic here. All right. So now we're gonna hear words that we don't usually use to describe
no, you're
food
not.
here. So,
You're not.
all right, Liz, tell us what you got.
It's really tough to take a can of corned beef and to zap it, and you really did a good job, I think.
Well done.
I feel that all the amazing action is happening around the rim of the dish. I love that sauce, and the lime really lifts it.
Yeah.
I wanted to add more sauce because I felt that, not because of your fault, but
the
because
ingredient.
it's the ingredient. Yeah, it's kind of the curse of the ingredient. But you did a fabulous job, I thought.
Well done. All right. Thank you, Liz. All right, now peer-to-peer review. This is always a tough one. All right, Michael, what do you think?
It's funny when I knew I was going to be a judge and have to judge on and criticize other people's food, I was like, just stick to what I do when I have somebody come in who's going to judge. For some of us chefs, a lot of times it's not so much how creative the dish is, but it's how seasoned the dish is. If they're using salt and pepper, if they're using the seasoning appropriately. This dish is excellent. For me, it's missing salt. And everybody knows when you add salt, salt just takes it to the next level of being something that's really good to really freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And it's all it's lacking for me. Otherwise, the egg is cooked perfect, your hash is crispy, the potatoes are perfect, the sauce is got the perfect enough spice. It's just missing, man, just that tinge of salt. That's it. And listen, it's not easy being up here in front of all of you guys on a clock. And,
Don't I know?
And trying to make something
it's not
that
like
is one, is creative, is two, going to taste good, and all those things are going through your head. So this is
And get it done in 30 minutes. or
and
less.
get it done in 30 minutes. Yeah. This is typical, man. Good, great job. Just missing a little bit of salt and pepper for me. That's really all it was.
Well done. All right, cool. Good job, Chris. Well done, my friend. All right. All right, Paul, I'm going to take 2 plates. I'll take
think I'm gonna
2, and you can take 1 with you.
Yeah,
That'd be
might as
great. Where do you
well,
want me to put these?
I think we need more forks. Yeah.
Thank you.
And green to the left? Okay. All right, here we go. See, look, they just steal them that fast. All right, here we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Is that a cat? All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, Paul, let's have you stand right here. If I
They're bringing
get
us
you
more
There you go, sir. All right, wonderful. All right, Paul, tell us what we've got here.
I also did hash for dinner. Took the corned beef hash and the canned hash, doctored it up, potatoes, peppers, onions. I made a little citrus salad on the side with the farm's greens, the lemon vinaigrette. Unfortunately, only one had a poached egg. I had a little accident in the pan, so I had to. The other 2 got over easy.
All right.
I'm okay with over.
You probably wouldn't even have to tell them that. Nobody would have known. Yeah. All right, well done. Well, they're going to start chewing away here and eating a fork. Oh, you need another fork. All right, cool. We need a fork. Here we go.
Oh, it's got a guajillo.
There you are. Now I got nothing to eat with again.
What is it?
It's got a guajillo chili, like salsa verde.
Oh, well, while they're eating theirs, I'm going to eat one of the scallops.
Get some sauce.
Y'all had the scallops, right?
Oh, that's so
What'd you think of the scallops, yeah? All right, Michael, we're going to start with you this time. Let us have them. Peer-to-peer.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but again, very creative, very good flavor profile. It's just missing salt for me. It's just missing salt.
All right, you guys know that on the next dish, just for that one on the end, salt that baby up.
I mean, you guys know when something's missing salt, and then as soon as you add salt, it just takes it to another level. It's not that it's bland. It just needs that bit of salinity to actually just kind of make the dish coherent. I mean, cohesive. I mean, it's good. I mean, this is good. The chili sauces are great. You added extra peppers and onions to the hash. It's delicious. The egg is cooked perfect because I got the poached egg. The salad is a nice touch, but for me, it's just missing salt. And I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke, so a lot of times people say chefs who smoke have a hard time with salt. I don't smoke. Otherwise, it's delicious.
All right, well done. All right, good job, good man. All right, Vincent, how you doing?
Man.
Yep.
I gotta give a shout out to Uriah's. Where's the Uriah's rep at?
Uriah Farms right over there.
I'm telling you, dude, this salad, this fresh greens, amazing, dude. Thank you.
Well done. We're gonna have those guys come up and talk a little bit about the second half.
You know, I don't have the same palate this chef has. You know, I'm not as, I guess, meticulous on it, but honestly, well cooked.
Yeah, but you have good expertise because you've eaten as a football player
I
more food than the other 2 combined.
If they don't finish, I'll finish theirs. Yeah. No, but every ingredient.
I got 2 more eggs in the pan over there.
Yeah, you got a couple. Save them. Thank you. Again, working with that type of ingredient, secret ingredient, you know, canned corned beef, well done with that. The potatoes, well cooked. I'll take the fried egg every day. You know what I mean? I'll take that all day. I mean, I can have that on any burger, anytime. So the beef and the egg, it almost had I know you didn't add cheese. Did you add cheese to anything?
No, I didn't use cheese.
No cheese. See, but it still had a profile. Did you guys almost feel like it had like some cheesiness to it? Like,
That's
no?
the egg.
Yeah, it's the egg, man. It was awesome. So well done with the chili as well. I think the chili was a little bit maybe silent last dish. This one, the chili was more on the forefront for me.
All right, well done. All right, good job. Thanks, Vincent. All right, now the expert. Here we go. Liz, his professional opinion.
I'm usually a salt queen. I mean, where I demand salt. I'm not missing the salt. I really am not. What I love, what you did with this, you actually kind of removed the funk out of the can. You really did. You know, that kind of weird funk that can has. It's lighter.
It's funkless.
It's funkless. It's delicious. And I thought it was really brilliant to add the fresh greens to it because you needed that. So you've got a little texture contrast, you've got a lot of flavor contrast. This dish is really...
Yeah.
I'd have to say the pastry chef knocked it out of the park. My friend. Good job.
Thank you,
Well
man.
done. Congratulations. All right, gentlemen, we'll let you guys go back.
Let me just talk about salt for a minute. Because I feel like I'm already getting a bad rap for not talking about salt. Listen, I know these guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And I know that just that little bit, and I know these two guys right here, who I respect very much, know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not that I need something to be salty and I want to drink more and eat more and drink more. It's just missing a little bit of salinity to make the dish like pop. Otherwise, they're both. I mean, for me, it's a tie game right now.
All right, we've got 2 minutes before we begin.
Don't go over salt and everything now. All right?
No. Yep.
You got ramen. All right.
Let's give them 2 minutes to kind of get prepped and ready to go here.
This sauce has got like, it's more vinegar.
All right, we're going to begin the second round in 2 minutes. The second round is now going to be a main. And remember, if you remember the mystery ingredients for the second group, we got whole chickens and ramen noodles. So whole chicken and ramen noodle. We're hoping that nobody picks chicken noodle soup. That'd be way too predictable. There's your chicken paw and your ramen noodles. All right, we're going to get started here in 30 seconds. I think we're doing good. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. The kitchen for the second one, so we're going to hold off on just a minute. In a very few moments, I'm going to bring down one of the sponsors from Uriah Farms to share with us a little bit about what they do, what they provide. Scores are now being tallied up. Remember, they're judging them on 3 key areas: flavor, presentation, and creativity or originality. Once again, just a reminder, if you want to text all of your friends and let them know, they can go to tampabay.com and watch the action live, streaming through at tampabay.com, compliments of Tampa Bay Times. Also, once again, I want to just remind you about our sponsors. Please give a big round of applause for Florida Blue, Coca-Cola Beverages Company. Next time you're at a store and you can pick between Coke or Pepsi, go Coca-Cola. Gray Robinson, if you need some legal advice, get there. Harvard Jelly, you need to get something built, go to the best architects around. Uriah's Urban Farms, you're going to love what we talk about with them. Once again, Tampa Bay Times, live streaming on tampabay.com. And last but not least, for supplying the wine, we got Breakthrough Beverage. Give them some round. Here we go. All right, are we ready to go with the second dish? Are we ready to hit the timer though? All right, we're just getting them some more pans because I think they prefer not to have the flavor of corned beef, canned corned beef, rolling through on the ramen noodles, because I'm pretty sure those things absorb just about anything they come in contact with. So we're getting some new some new pots and pans. All right, cool. All right, so chefs, you guys have some lucky bonus minutes here while we're waiting for some pots. You're kind of brainstorming how you're going to use the chickens. Now this one here seems a relatively easy thing. Whole chickens, you guys are familiar with those. You've cooked those many, many times. And ramen noodles, that doesn't seem too terribly hard, but it is very high in sodium, right? Yeah, what's that? It's dinner twice a week. What's the difference between an executive chef and a sous chef? Ramen noodles twice a week. Is that it? In a very few minutes, we're going to have our third drop coming through for your appetizers, or for your appetites as well. Oops, so sorry. Spam, I think, is corned beef is the the high-end Spam. I think it's pretty much that how it goes. Yeah. Well, you turned out okay, so it must not be that bad. Spam is the #1 meat in Hawaii. Now, you guys are sitting in the front row, so you obviously must be important. So what sponsor are you with? Are you with Florida Blue? Florida Blue, all right. And do you guys work with Florida Blue, or you? Yep, you do. You married up, my friend. Well done. Well done. Grab him, I'm going to interview him. Yeah, let me, huh? Will for now, and then I'll interview Marty later. Yeah, come on. It's Will, right? Will, yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've actually got a special guest here tonight. Whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest here tonight. We have the winner from Season 1 Epic Chef, Will from Mise. Well done, my friend. Welcome back. Does it feel a little easier being on this side of the table than that side of the table over there?
I mean, honestly, no.
Yeah, that's where you're comfortable, right?
I'm stoked about that. This is...
now you got to socialize and talk to people. It's a little bit weird. What's going on in their mind right now? You did this, so you know exactly what's going on. What are they thinking? What are they prepping inside their brain?
I mean, hopefully just eye on the clock and being clever.
Yep.
I think unexpected would be what I hope they're really looking at, is like looking at things that are going to be exciting and fun and just a little off center.
Yeah, the unpredictability is a big thing in these type of contests, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think they got
these guys so they don't know what they're going to get.
Honestly, I hate to say this, but a little bit of dick move. But like the second round ingredients are a little bit of a gift for creativity. And I think
we were thinking they got it pretty good.
And I think that's a lot of fun. And I think really like focusing on the fun of what they're...
So you think they're going to be able to kick back a little bit on this one and not stress out?
No. Stress out 4 times as much.
Okay, got it.
Overthink it. Really try much harder. But like this is a fun basket.
But this could be so easy, it's predictable that they got to work a little hard to come up with something unique and different as well.
Right, off center.
Yeah.
Off center.
All right, well done. Well, listen, congratulations on your victory in episode 1 or season 1. Yep. Chef Will from Mise en Place. All right, are you guys ready to go? All right, we've Chef Chris, you ready to go? Yeah. Chef Paul, you ready to roll? Yeah. All right, let's reset the timer for 30 minutes. Let's go on to round 2. This one is going to be, once again, the mystery ingredients: whole chicken and ramen noodles. They really gave it easy for them. They gave them chicken-flavored ramen noodles as well. Couldn't have given them the beef ones to throw them for a loop. Anytime you're ready. All right, let's give them a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cook it. Let's get going. All right, give them a good round of applause. All right, well, while we're waiting for the third drop to come out for the meals, do we have our friends from, yes. We have a question. We'll take questions. Yes. That might be a good idea. At least for this guy over here, we need a little bit of salt. Yep. I'm pretty sure, if I come back here, I'm pretty sure I can find some salt. There's got to be something up in here. We got sticky rice, white rice, we got cloves. You know, maybe that's the problem. They just didn't have any salt over here. I'm not finding any. What's that? Yeah, I think you drove it pretty home. There's some pepper here. This is pretty good. You know what I think I just discovered as the host, the key to getting food is to not interview the cooks, or the chefs, excuse me. I just did a big faux pas, called you guys a cook versus a chef. I've learned a couple things. Never, ever tell a chef the phrase, you know, I'm a bit of a chef myself. That just doesn't work, right? That's like, you know, I'm a bit of a lawyer myself. No, you're not. All right, here we go. So the chefs are doing real good. I'm not going to bother them. They're right now clearly planning what they're going to do. Oh, no, we'll keep it a mystery. Yeah, thank you. All right, I just got the score for the first round, but I'm just going to put that in my pocket right here. All right, cool. All right, so listen, Michael, this is a good one. You've definitely clear about the salt issue, but this is interesting because whole chicken, that's not too scary of a mystery meat. This is the most popular meat on the planet. 40 billion chickens are raised every year, by the way. Well, fun fact for you on the mystery meat there. So this is not something that's a surprise to them. The ramen noodles, relatively easy, although it's going to be tough not making sure they taste like styrofoam. What would you do in this type of a situation here to make sure that you're staying original, doing something creative that's not as predictable as just chicken noodle soup?
Well, that's what I would try to do. I would definitely not try to serve a bowl of ramen noodles with chicken in it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see...
That would have been my play, by the way.
I'm hoping to see a little more creativity as far as noodles in a broth with some chicken.
Yep.
So, I mean...
All right. Now, did the whole chicken have like your organs and stuff as well? Are you guys going to be going beef or chicken hearts and all that?
I didn't see them in there.
Didn't see them in there. All right, no worries. So we've got some dark meat and some chicken breasts over here. It looks like he's prepping. If this is in your way, just throw it out and make it real dramatic. Just make sure the camera's on you. Not a big deal. Looks like Chris is going to be going for some chicken breasts over here. He's got some chicken out here. He's got some mushrooms.
I already like what I'm
There's the salt. He's salting it up for you, Michael. Vincent's over here. You know, he's trying to keep fit, kind of keep them guns sharp. He's like, no salt at all. All right, Uriah Farms. Let's get you up here, my friend. Come on down here. Let's give our sponsors from Uriah Farms. Introduce yourself to the group here, if you would, for me, please.
How are you?
Well, and the judges first.
Well done.
Here we go. Introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, I'm Farmer Dave with Uriah's Urban Farms.
Farmer Dave. Now, who's Farmer Uriah?
So Uriah's my son, actually.
Well done. You named this. That's very cool.
Yeah, appreciate
All
that.
right. Now,
Thanks.
is this, your goal is to make this a legacy business where he grows up and he takes over the farm one day?
Yeah, Uriah's a special kid, you know. When he was born, my wife and I weren't sure how long we were going to have with him, so we kind of named it in his honor.
Oh,
but,
really cool. Now, tell us about your son, then, because this is special.
Yeah, sure.
You still got him, though.
Oh, yeah. Uriah's still here, doing well. So Uriah's 10 now.
10 years old.
Yeah. So Uriah has a very rare genetic disease called GLUT1 deficiency syndrome.
Okay.
And until he was about 6.5, we were unsure what it was, but most of the doctors had him terminal at a young age. So when I started Uriah's, we felt it appropriate to name it in his honor.
That's so cool. Now, what was the inspiration behind Uriah Farms? Was it a health-related issue for the son as well, or have you always been into vertical farming and produce?
So I've been farming for over 20 years. I've had the honor and privilege of working with great chefs like Chef Marty here. He and I go back a long way. And so I've farmed conventionally. I farmed in greenhouses, and in 2012 I moved the farm indoors and started Uriah's Urban Farms, an indoor vertical farming company.
Now, what's really cool about urban farming is anybody can do this. So, for example, do you sell just the vegetables, or do you sell the ability to grow them yourself?
Yeah, so we grow for you, right?
Makes
So
it easier.
right, exactly. Yeah, raising food is not easy. It's a challenge, and takes deep passion and love and understanding of what you do. And that's what we want to be. We want to be your farm.
Very cool. Tell us what you brought here. You got? Is this yours as well?
Yeah.
So we got 2 boxes. Tell us what you've got here.
Sure. So this is what we call the eye garden. So in here we've got some Swiss rainbow chard, some red butter crunch, some oak leaf called Mise, some Genovese basil, some rocket arugula, some wild arugula, and a unique leaf lettuce called Lola Rosa.
How long will this stay fresh for? If I buy some urban farm, and this gets delivered to my door, how long is this going to last?
So 4 to 5 days without any care, because they're potted plants. We suggest adding about a half a cup of water every 3 or 4 days, and you can keep them growing until you eat it all.
No, so there's really no expiration date as long as you you just keep giving them water,
It won't
they're
ever
going to
go-
last and stay fresh.
Absolutely.
The basil could last for a long time, and that'll just keep on growing, right?
Absolutely. The basil, the chard, the arugula, you can snip off of it and still let it regrow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well, let's go down here. Let's look at this bar. So this is interesting, and that all looked relatively conventional and familiar. Tell us what this is.
So this is a unique plant called red ribbon sorrel.
Red ribbon swirl?
Yeah, it originates out of India. Not many.
Can you eat it?
Absolutely, yeah, please do. So, not many people realize, but yeah, exactly. It's
Hang on.
yeah.
It kind of tastes like lemon.
Yeah,
Or
so
lime or,
it's got a it's got a very tangy citrus
Yeah.
flavor, kind of like sour apple or lemony lime almost, right? Wonderful in soup dishes, chefs. Wonderful in salads to add a little bit of snap and garnish to it. And it's a superfood as well, so not a lot of people realize, but next to spinach and kale, sorrel is also a very nutritionally dense green. Yeah.
It tastes good.
Yeah,
Can I just
awesome.
rip some off and take some out in the audience?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's do that. Well, can I just rip? Do I have some?
You can, but there's dirt in there, so be a little careful.
Oh, okay. Let me just find. Let me just see this. You guys want to try some of it? It's really interesting. Here we go. I got some systems right here. They look clean. That's like that. I mean, there we go. All right, you just cut some off. I'll take some off and I'll just grab some. All right, here. You guys want to try some? It's got a real interesting kick to it. It tastes like a little bit like a lemon and a sour apple all in one. My hands are clean, relatively. Huh? Yeah, it's crazy good. Yeah. You bet. All right, I think you might need to pull some more off. Farmer Dave, where you go? You see where my hands are. I guess I could have put these in a bowl, but somehow this seems more here. There we go. You're welcome. You guys want some back there? Yep. We're giving out some free veggies. Here we go. I'll be a little bit more classy this time. It's all about the presentation, right? I'm learning this, right? Already lost my knife. It's almost like one of the chefs came and took their knife. Here we go. Even up to people in the high road. Here we go. Try some. You want to just take and pass it around? Yeah. The arugula. Let me see if I can remember what the arugula is. That one right here. Can't tell if people use or not. Next, the arugula right here. Have they run out the third rocket? I'll bring you out when you talk about that. All right, this is arugula. Yeah? And you can eat it. Oh, man. That tastes really good. Oh, man. Okay, what am I eating right here? This tastes really good. Dude, I'm telling you, man. This has got some kick to it. All right, here. We got to pass this out for sure. I'll just, I'm going to go get more. We'll get it in a bowl for y'all. I'm gonna grab a knife back here and cut some off for everybody. Here we go. You know what? The chefs are loving this right now because they're just sitting there going, as long as he isn't talking to me, I'm happy. I'm just ignoring them. I'm gonna cut off the rest of this arugula. Well, you don't need a lot of that either. That's really got some kick to it. All right, so I'll just pass that around. You can just take a little piece and throw it around there. That is some good arugula. Not like I would necessarily know bad arugula, but I'm telling you that tastes pretty good. can remember where I put my microphone. Carrie, where are you at? From Tampa Bay Times. Where'd you go, Carrie? There you are. All right. Carrie, do you want to come down here real quickly? Do you want to come down here? I'd like to talk to you.
All right, I'm going to bring up one of our sponsors from the Tampa Bay Times. We've got Carrie O'Reilly here. Would you please give Carrie a big round of applause for me?
Thank you, Topher.
Thank you for being here, Carrie. I appreciate your sponsorship and your support. I'll just give you that mic. I'm already mic'd as it is. Tell us a little bit about why you guys consistently show up and sponsor Feeding Tampa Bay.
Well, we believe that Feeding Tampa Bay provides a critical service to Tampa Bay. I mean, you've got food, and you need that connection to the people who need it.
Yeah.
And they provide that link. And in a lot of ways, we feel like the Tampa Bay Times provides a critical link in our community as well.
You just have some good news that happened about Feeding Tampa Bay Times. Wasn't it just announced that Vinick is one of your partners?
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have
that.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have a core group of investors who believe in the power of a free and independent newspaper. And the Tampa Bay Times is one of the last independently owned major metro newspapers. And we're proud of that, and we are thankful for Mr. Vinick and others, so thank you.
Did you guys start PolitiFact?
I'm sorry?
Did you guys start PolitiFact?
We did.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, one of my favorite apps, and I'm not lying, I could show you it's on my phone, it's on my home page. One of my favorite apps is PolitiFact. I'm a little weird. If you've not downloaded the app PolitiFact, it's the coolest thing. It's an independent fact-checking study of every statement made by a politician. It's awesome. They have 5 ratings, everything from totally truthful to liar, liar, pants on fire, and every rainbow color thereof in terms of what is somebody honest. And I didn't realize this. I'd been using the app, and then I discovered that you guys, PolitiFact actually was born from the Tampa Bay Times, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We're celebrating our 10th year for PolitiFact. Hard to believe it's been 10 years, but thank you. Yeah. Our editor, Bill Adair, 10 years ago, decided he didn't want to take just what was given to us from the publicists at the White House. He wanted to actually check the facts to help readers know what was true and what was fiction. So he said, you know, instead of just being a part of the press pool, we're going to do it a little bit differently this year. That was 10 years ago. We're a part of an international fact-checking organization, and last week they met in Spain. There are over 500 fact-checkers around the world now.
Such a cool app.
And it started right here in Tampa Bay.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
I will tell you, I'm maybe I should be embarrassed to say this. It's my main source of news, because I don't trust the TV anymore, right? You see what's happening, and I just go and I look it up, and I find out what they've said, and they're really responsive too. You can actually email them things that you've heard politicians say, and if they haven't done the fact check on it, they get on it, they do the fact check, and then they get back with you and let you know how honest or how truthful it is. I think it's just a great service that you guys do.
Oh, thanks. We're proud to provide it, and hopefully it's helpful to everybody in the community and around the country, because you get a lot of information coming at you, and it's hard to know what's real and what's fake.
And of course, let's also not forget that there is the Tampa Bay Times app as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So you don't have to, you're not forced to just read the paper the old-fashioned way on black and white. You can actually download the app. It gets delivered into your iPad or your laptop or whatever it is every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. What I love about the app is I'm reading a story, and I want to share it with a friend or tweet it or like it on Facebook, and you go to the app and you can do it real easily.
Yeah, it's super simple. If you guys have not downloaded the Tampa Bay Times app, please make sure you go do that. And let's support news that's legitimate and independent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Topher.
Thank you very much.
Once again, remember you can watch this live streaming on tampabay.com, so if you all could break out your phones, tweet it to your friends, put it on Facebook, let them know, check in here at the Epicurean Kitchen Theater, and let them know that they can tune in and watch all of the action live on tampabay.com. All right, let's check in here. I'm going to go back and check and see what the chefs are preparing in the kitchen. All right, Chef Chris, how you doing, my friend? You look like you're under control. While you're working, I don't want to get in the way, but tell us what you're prepping for us here.
I know Buddha said that he didn't want to just see a bowl of noodles, but I'm kind of just making a bowl of noodles.
You're kind of just making a bowl of noodles.
All right, cool. I have a feeling he's doing more than a bowl of noodles, but there's going to be some other stuff in there as well. Paul is such committed to not answering my interview questions, he's hiding from me in the corner now.
Oh, I thought you'd have more time.
No worries. Paul, you're looking pretty good. You've got some stuff prepped here. You've got a beautiful medley of some vegetables and some cherry tomatoes and some asparagus. Tell us what you're thinking here.
It's haricot vert, tomatoes, garlic, a little sofrito, some fresh herbs.
Nice. It's looking good. And what are you doing with the noodles?
Secret. I don't want to get a jump on it.
All right. He's going to keep it a secret for now. That's all right. It's all good. Give him a big round of applause. You guys got 12 minutes and 57 seconds left. Stay on the mark. I'm going to bring up, let's see here. We got our third drop of food coming out here. So let's make sure we talk about that. And I'm going to bring out Marty Blitz. Marty Blitz is the owner of Mise en Place and the head chef. Marty Blitz, how are you, my friend? All right, Marty, tell us a little bit about the meal you got here, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to screw up some of those words.
No, you're good. It's a braised duck leg with a farro, Hoppin' John with green tomato and Virginia ham.
Yep.
And a tomato, red wine, ancho, duck jus.
First off, duck is my favorite meat. If I don't get a piece of that duck, I'm going to be screaming. I was at Mise en Place last night, had a What?
Damn, that's awesome, because we were closed, so.
What?
We were closed, so that's beautiful.
No,
you were there Saturday.
I was there Saturday, yeah. What's today? Monday, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I was there Saturday, yeah. And you guys hooked me up. I tell you, I started off with trying to remember all the food I had, because it just kept coming so fast. I started off with your oysters. You guys are well known for the oysters.
Yeah, we do great oysters.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
I will tell you, I'm not that sophisticated with oysters. So it came out in this little plate, and there was something underneath it, and I just ate the oyster right away. And then I looked at the stuff that was under the little tiny plate. I went, oh, I wonder what this is, and I took a spoon of it and put it in my mouth. That was a lot of salt. He would have been really happy. Yeah, you would have loved that salt that I put in my mouth. Then let's see, what else did you bring out? I had, I'm trying to remember all the things that I had. There were so many meals. Man, now I can't even remember what I had. I had the oysters. There was another appetizer that came out after that. And then, what are you guys known for in the mains?
In the mains?
They brought out all your really good ones.
Veal, duck, venison, fish, a lot of different fish.
God, I can't remember what it was. Well, you know what? Since I can't remember what I had, I remember the experience. In fact, Nathan was there.
Yeah, Nathan was there.
He's here today.
He's here. I was watching the movie Baby Driver, so I couldn't tell you what you had. So,
it was delicious.
Great movie, by the way.
I will tell you, I'm relatively new to the foodie world. I've been interviewing as many chefs as I can. And there's one thing that I will tell you, and guys, if you don't know this, I'm not kidding. The majority of the chefs that I've spoken to, almost all of them have said something to this effect. Marty gave me my break. Marty connected me up with the chef that I could work with. Marty helped me out. Marty mentored me. You, my friend, are helping out a lot of chefs in the Tampa Bay area.
They're just,
no, they are. You are one of the most well-loved and well-respected chefs in the Tampa Bay area.
Just another way of saying that I'm the oldest guy here, so.
yeah, I didn't want to really go into that.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
I'm telling you, no, you are in very high regard. I've yet to hear anybody speak poorly about you. They love what you do. They love what you do for the community as well. So thank you for that as well. Tell us a little bit about Paul here.
Well, Paulie, he's the man, he's focused, he's serious.
He can do anything. He can do
baking. If a cook walks off the line and he's in the building, get on the line and saute, and he can do it.
What's he like when the pressure's on?
He's the man, Paulie's great. So he's serious, he's focused. He's a good guy.
What I'm beginning to learn, the only chefs that are allowed to lose their cool are people like you. The owner chefs, the head chefs. You guys are the ones that can just lose it.
No, because we'll get sued. We can't get away, so we can't do it anymore.
Well, here's your key. You got to do it with a British accent.
Oh.
As long as you have an accent, you can swear as much as you want back in the kitchen. It's fairly
I can't do accents, so I'm out of luck. So.
All right. Listen, Marty, what advice did you give Paul?
Paul, I didn't need to give him any. He's been on YouTube studying. He was naming off ingredients. He was saying, what if I get gefilte fish? What will I do? What if I get gooey duck? He's awesome.
I was talking to Nathan.
Excited.
He said that you guys have been prepping him and just giving him the craziest ingredients to cook, like anchovies and sugar and all sorts of crazy things.
Yeah, we're just having fun with it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Really cool.
We gotta have fun. So,
if you guys have not been out to Mise en Place, it is on Kennedy. What's the exact address?
442 West Kennedy Boulevard. 31 years this year.
31 years, right across the street from University of Tampa.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Now I'm remembering what I had because it's been on the menu for 31 years.
Oh, the rack of lamb.
Rack of lamb, that's what it was. Oh my God, that was so good.
Good,
yeah.
good, awesome, yeah.
Yeah, I will say, I was with my friend, she's very beautiful. They split up the entree and they gave her more of the rack of lamb than me. And I'm pretty sure she was better looking than me.
That's exactly what they do.
It's exactly, it was a smart call. It was a smart call, my friend. Listen, please give a big round of hands for Mise Lids. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much for the meal you provided here as well.
All right, we have got 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Let's go back here and talk with our judges. So I think you've made it very clear to them, Michael, that you want to taste some salt in here. Have you been watching what they're doing, and can you kind of put it together for us and tell us what you think's happening?
You know, it's kind of hard to see what they're doing from here, from this point. So I'm not gonna judge or make any predictions of what's going on until I get to taste the food what's in front of me.
What, they got 8 minutes.
Ain't a party till something gets broken. All right. What's going on in their mind right now? They got basically 7.5 minutes left. What are they thinking in their brains right now?
Yeah, hopefully they, they're in the time frame of finishing the dish. They're not waiting on a major component of the dish to be finished to where they're going to race against the clock to be finished.
Yep.
Right now, I'm pretty sure that they're pretty focused on finishing the dish, getting all the ingredients on the plate, and serving us a nice plate of food.
Now, we've kind of been going light on the mystery meat, saying, well, it's chicken, it's not that challenging, but chicken's actually not that easy, is it? If you overcook it, that could go dry real fast, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You know, and they have the use of dark meat, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody uses dark meat. 30 minutes is enough time to have some dark meat on a plate, so I'll be curious to see what comes out.
All right, listen.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I'm going to get out of the way over here since I made a mess. That's my role. I just break things and move on. That's my strategy. All right, let me find my fun facts about our...
have a bite. You haven't eaten in a minute.
Yeah, no, that's how it works. All right, a couple things here about some fun facts. As I mentioned earlier, although I think I got it wrong, I said 40 billion. It's actually 50 billion chickens every year are raised for production of food. Interesting thing, March 19th, National Poultry Day. There you go. So on March 19th, eat a bird. Chickens, by the way, here's this fun fact for you, are descendants of dinosaurs. So we are eating some prehistoric meat here. Ramen noodles, I gotta tell you.
Noted.
Not a lot of fun facts about ramen noodles on Google, but I have found some because that's how committed I am to educating you guys so you walk away with full brains and bellies. Here we go, ramen noodles. Check this out. If you were to eat ramen noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for an entire year, you'd only spend $140. That's just on the food bill. The medical bill, however, would be probably in the 1.4 to 10.4 million because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't make it 365 days only eating that much sodium. As I mentioned earlier, 1 pack is over half of the recommended daily allowance of sodium. And ramen noodles were the first noodle eaten in space. There's some fun fact for you. And originally, when they were first created as an instant noodle, it was considered a luxury meal. Did you know that, Michael?
I did not know that.
That's pretty interesting. I can't imagine it ever being considered luxury. But somehow it is. All right, we've already got the plates are being dished out here by Paul. Looks like Chris is working on his. I think we've got a good time frame. You got 4 minutes and 38 seconds left, Chris. The tender looks very moist here. He's looking real good on that.
Ramen noodle risotto?
I will tell you there's no sexy way to make noodles look good, but you've made them smell good. That's for darn sure, Paul. He's coming around. Let's see here.
Yeah.
A couple of things while we're waiting. We've got 4 minutes and 17 seconds. JC, if you want to come up here real quickly and tell them a little bit about if somebody wanted to get involved with Feeding Tampa Bay, what would be the next step? And I'm not necessarily talking about money because it could be time, treasure, or talent. What are some things they could do to get involved with Feeding Tampa Bay?
Thank you. So there's a couple things you can do. One of the easiest things to do is to volunteer time. It doesn't take any money to volunteer your time. So you can go on to feedingtampabay.org. We have a calendar up that shows all of the opportunities to volunteer. And actually recently we opened up the age groups. We're accepting children a little bit younger. So age of 5 is where that starts. So families, we're really encouraging families to get involved. And so you can find all of the information on our website at feedingtampabay.org/volunteer. Another great way, an easy way to get involved is to host a food drive. So if you want to do a food drive in your neighborhood, maybe with your church group, at work, whatever the case may be, you can have everybody bring a can of food, a box of food. Some companies will do it to wear jeans on Friday, so lots of fun ways to get involved. As Topher mentioned, it doesn't just have to be money. And one of the most important ways that I think that you can get involved is to really just carry this conversation past this room. Everybody watching online obviously can carry it as well, but tell a friend, tell a coworker, talk to it with your family members. Just help us spread the word about hunger in our community, because it is a very serious issue, and it's one that we need everyone to lean in and get involved in the cause so that we can ensure we get to that 115 million meals. So all the information is on our website, feedingtampabay.org.
Well done. Thank you very much.
And I will tell you, I have, for those of you who have a business, I'm telling you, one of the best things you could ever do from a team building perspective is take your whole staff and volunteer. We've had our company come out and do that, and it just, you'll never bond more closely with your team, and you're never going to get surrounded by a better group of people. JC, Megan, the whole team over there, they're just fun to be around, and they're fun to hang around with. We got 2 minutes left, and I have a feeling these guys are not even sweating it right now. They know they're ready to roll and ready to go. Looks like Paul is completely done with his dish, and it's ready to done. No, looks like he's actually putting some last bit of sauce on there. Looks like Chris is putting the final touches on his, so I have a feeling on this countdown they're going to be calm, cool, and collected, doing really well. I'll tell you what, as the head chefs here, you guys got to be pretty proud of these guys. They've done damn well, right? Not one slip up, not one mix up other than me breaking the wine glass, but that's all right. If somebody's going to break something, it might as well be me, right? All right, they're doing great. The only thing that makes this look unappealing is this corned beef. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. We've got now 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. I have a feeling they're going to be done in no time at all. Paul, how are you feeling? You feeling confident? Yep, it'll be done on time. He's now straining the juice out of there. We got now officially less than 1 minute to go. He's putting on the last final touch, giving that chicken some nice moisture. It's looking really good. Once again, on behalf of everybody at the Epicurean Hotel and the Epicurean Kitchen Theater, I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening. Hope you've enjoyed your meals. Have the meals been delicious here tonight? Good. We love hearing that. And the wine? You enjoying the wine as well? Good. Remember, if you're looking for a unique place to stay, the Epicurean Hotel is a beautiful facility. I'd highly recommend you checking this out. The entire hotel has a theme of food around it. And if you've never stayed at the Epicurean, I got to tell you this, they have one of the best damn mini bars you'll ever see, because you can't have a normal mini bar if you're the Epicurean. There's some good food up in there. All right, guys, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, hands up. We're done. Woo. If I'm not mistaken, I think we had Chris go first the last time. That means, Paul, you're up on front and center now. I'll grab 2, you grab 1.
And you tell me how you want to present this. Chicken in front of them or chicken in front? All right, there we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Beautiful, thank you.
And that's the one with extra salt, right?
Perfect.
All right. Come hang out over here for us, Paul. Tell us a little bit about what you created for us.
It is a pan-roasted half chicken with a haricot heirloom tomato saute and a ramen, creamy bacon gorgonzola ramen noodle.
All right, wonderful.
And it's got a little chicken pan sauce on the bottom there.
It looks good. Now, Paul, I don't want to sound overly critical, but I noticed that I'm good at math. We gave you 2 whole chickens. You've got a half, and a half. That's 1.5 chickens.
You only said I'd do 3 plates.
I'm just saying. I can eat a half a chicken pretty easy. No, you're all right.
You had a hamburger earlier today.
You're good, buddy. All right, that smelled, by the way, if you guys could have smelled it, you would have been impressed. Like I said, I don't think there's any way you can make ramen noodles look good. You made those things smell delicious.
It's probably the bacon.
Hey, everything better with bacon on it. All right. So I think they're enjoying it because they're not doing anything other than chewing. And they're chewing more than one, which is good as well. I got the same look from Vincent. He's like, give me the finger. Like, no, I'm not done eating yet. Because he knows that as soon as he starts talking, he's not going to get to eat anymore. We can box that up for you to go, my friend. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll take two.
Yeah, you take two. And I'm going to get that other half chicken. All right, here we go. Paul, the consummate chef, already going back, cleaning things up. All right, Michael, looks like you're ready to give us some opinion here.
This is really nice. What you may not have saw Paul do back there is he deboned the leg to create an even cooking time for both the breast and the dark meat, which is, for me, is something I know. Nope. Sorry. I'm definitely a leg man, so I'm definitely enjoying the dark meat here. And it's cooked perfectly. The ramen is I'm just going to move this up a bit. There we go. Is definitely a very nice play on not just giving me a bowl of ramen noodles. It's well seasoned. The bacon is a nice added flavor. The gorgonzola adds a little bit of funk to it. Really delicious plate of food right now. It's really a comforty, kind of homey dish. Very nice.
Well done. All right.
Thank you.
And most importantly, he didn't say more salt, so you've done good on that one.
Well, the bacon and the gorgonzola are both salty in there, so...
Yeah. You did well. Liz, tell us what you think.
Your pan gravy is so delicious. I absolutely
Thank
love
you.
it. To me, it feels like it's the best of a like a homey baked chicken and a carbonara. You know, it's just really delicious, and it's what you did with the ramen. I think is, you know, you just kind of put comfort on a plate.
Oh, well done. That's a good way to say it. Can't go wrong with comfort on a plate.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, well done. Thank you, Liz. All right, Vincent, tell us, as a professional eater, let us know what you think, my friend.
Yeah. Yep. No, I think really focusing on the ingredients. You know, I mean, the secret ingredients you guys got exposed to with the the whole chicken and the ramen, very diverse, very end of the spectrum type ingredients. They did a good job making them the stars, especially here with the ramen. You said you can't make it look fancy, but this is kind of fancy for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, the bacon, the flavor coming through it, you kind of forget what it is and you just absorb the flavor. You know, forget about ramen, just think about the taste and the profile, and it's delicious. Well done.
Well done. You look like you're doing some pretty good damage with that as well, so I hope you like it. Paul, I think you did good. Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much.
You bet. All right.
All right, cool. Give Paul a good round of applause. You got one?
I want to keep eating it.
That was really good.
We were not finished.
I'll just set it right here.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. It's really delicious.
I'll take that.
You need to have this.
Do it. Let's do it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
There you go. Got it?
Beautiful,
Very
beautiful.
nice.
Ah.
All right, look at this. Putting the final touch here on it.
You guys got to zoom in on this. This looks amazing.
We should be getting the zoom camera on this one, huh? And what are you putting on there, by the way?
It's a really rich broth that I made with the dark meat of the chicken and some mirepoix vegetables, a little lemongrass, and then I enriched it right at the end in the blender with some butter.
Nice.
Smells amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to give them a second or two to try that. I'll tell you what, the presentation, you gotta love that. I was looking at those chicken breasts, and they looked very moist, so I don't think we're going to have to deal with a dry chicken breast issue.
So what I did is I used all parts of the chicken. First, I blanched or braised some of the dark meat off, and that's in the outside of the noodles. And then I got one of the chicken breasts, and I got a crispy skin on it. There's some trumpet mushrooms in there, and I believe they're enoki mushrooms, a little Fresno chilies, a little scallions, a little black sesame, and some of the red vein sorrel. and again with the pan sauce that was enriched with butter.
Interesting. All right, cool. Well, they seem to be enjoying it right now. We're going to give them a few minutes to eat here. Once again, if I can say thank you to Florida Blue for being our lead sponsor tonight, Coca-Cola Beverage Company as well. Uriah Farms for bringing out some of those great vegetables. Did you like the veggies from Uriah Farms, by the way?
Yeah.
That arugula was amazing. Was it arugula? Is that what it was? Yeah. All right. So, Michael, I think you're ready for a review here.
It's not as hot as the other one.
All right, Michael, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, so here comes Michael.
So this dish here that he made today is definitely a different dish than what Paula just made. You're talking about one side of the spectrum to the other side. Paul was kind of nice down-home country American. This here takes on an Asian profile. Really good flavor. The salt is there for me. The chicken is cooked perfect. I couldn't ask for better cooked chicken. You added mushrooms. I love trumpet mushrooms, enoki mushrooms. The sauce is delicious. It's just missing some temperature for me. It's a complete dish though. The dish is banging. I would eat this again.
And when you say temperature, was it cold or spice?
It wasn't cold.
Yeah.
If it was super hot, it would have been slamming.
Got it.
That's it. But I would definitely eat this again. This is definitely a well-balanced dish, man. Kudos to you. Very nice.
All right, cool. Good job. All right, Liz, what do you think?
There's so many elements to this dish, and I appreciate.
I'm going to give you this, Mike. Yep.
And I appreciate the fact that you doted on each element of the dish. I think because of that, there was a little bit of a temperature problem. There was, just because some of the ingredients, some of the elements stayed a little longer on the dish, and then you came back. But the flavors are just delicious. The chicken is just perfect, and I love that little pop of ginger and those Asian spices. Just really nice job.
All right, cool. All right, Vincent, take us home. What do you think?
Well done.
He looks like he inhaled the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I left some bowl here for you guys. No, it was awesome, dude. I mean, obviously these guys are the experts. I'm here for the grub, but honestly, you did an excellent job, man. This is like, again, different end of the spectrum as far as flavor and like theme, but everything you could imagine as far as thinking about taking ramen to like an elite Asian space. This is it, man. I mean, I loved you bringing in the spice with the peppers there. I'm a heat guy, like I said in the last round. This really kicked it off for me. The mushrooms are tender, ready to go, and the broth is hands down 100%. So kudos.
All right, well done, Chris. Good job, my friend. All right, well, I got to tell you, I'd have to say this is the closest one so far this season. Last week, I kind of had an idea or an impression. This one here, I'm clueless, man. I don't know. So if you guys have got your scores all tallied up and ready to go, they'll collect those here in just a minute. As they collect those scores, I believe your fourth dish is coming out, if I'm not mistaken. All right.
I'm done, yes. Oh, yeah.
All right, they're collecting the food, collecting the scores, adding things up. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Do you want to come out here and say hi? Come on out here, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, all good. No, you're good.
All right, hey, this is Steve from Parkshore Grill. He's the co-owner with Chef Tyson. There we go. I was talking about you behind your back when you were outside, by the way. So it was all good, trust me. I was telling them that I have had the opportunity of hosting a lot of charity events over the past couple of years, and it seems like every single event that I am at, you and your wife are right there giving some amazing gifts away to the Society for the Auctions, and it's just very impressive to see what you do for our community in the entire Tampa Bay area. You don't have a charity favorite because it seems like you guys are constantly donating to all of them. So I wanted to acknowledge you and say thank you for all that you do for the community, because this man, out of all of the people I've met, is one of the most philanthropic people I've ever met.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give him a hand.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that enough to get a ride on your boat?
Possibly. First of all, I want to thank Chris for showing up tonight because he truly, I respect this individual. We appreciate this individual, and he brings it to the table every day for us down at the Parkshore. So I'm very proud to be here. Under the tutelage of Tyson, I mean, you can't go wrong. But Chris brought skills even to our restaurant as well. All right, no slight there, Mr. Grant, no slight there. But anyway, tonight, as far as for benefiting Feeding Tampa Bay, or Feeding America, one of the top, very near and dear to our hearts, charities that we like to, not a charity, I don't know, outreach program.
Yep.
That we like to participate in, and just happy to be a participant here.
Right.
And what they do here at Elevage, and it's and with this classroom and bringing community awareness.
This is pretty cool.
It is very cool. This is cutting edge stuff, and we are just happy to be invited and be a part of it. And thank you all for participating.
Well, we're happy to have you. Thank you very much.
All right, so they've got the scores are adding up. If I think that you've got your dessert there. I actually don't. Let's see if I can tell you what you're eating here. You've got your Petite Fours by chocolate pie, rose raspberry macaroon, and salted caramel macaroon, if I'm not mistaken. I got to say, for the front row saying they were going to share with me some food, you sure inhaled those macaroons pretty quick. Just letting you know. No, yeah, you're not sharing that around. It's okay. I know where they stash them in the back. I'm going to grab some later. All right, a couple of things here. This is not my notes. I want to just once again reach out and thank a lot of people who made this event happen here. First off, for our executive chef, Chef Tyson, Marty, really appreciate you guys being great leaders of this community, helping us out. Big round of applause to our chefs, Chef Chris, Chef Bob. These guys delivered it. Good thing is, now you can go to either one of these restaurants and you can order your meal and you can demand it in 30 minutes or less because you know they have the ability to do that. Say, hey, I was an Epic Chef, I expect this meal in 30 minutes or less. Once again, real big round of applause. Florida Blue, Coca-Cola Beverage Florida, Gray Robinson, Harvard Jolly, Uriah's Urban Farm, Tampa Bay Times. Once again, this is a whole live streaming. Please, even if you're not going to be here live next week, tune in to tampabay.com. You can watch the event live unfold. This is the second episode. We've got 5 more to air. The winner of this round is going to go on to compete in Heat 5, if I'm not mistaken, in the semifinals. And also Breakthrough Beverage. So big round of applause for all of them. Michael Butticelli, Butticavoli. Michael Butticavoli.
You did it first the right time.
I did it, yeah.
First time.
Butticavoli. There we go. Butticavoli. From Chenna, please make sure you go down to his restaurant as well and check out and see what he has. I guarantee you're going to get some really good dishes that got a lot of what in it? Salt. All right, there we go. Liz, thank you for driving all the way over here to help with the evaluation and the judging. And Vincent, once again, thank you for all you do for the vets.
No, thank you.
Taking time out of your day to be here as well. By the way, and we've got the score here. All right. And you know what? Where is Kevin Scott around here? If Kevin could come back here, I'd love for him to kind of go through and tell us what's inside this box. I apologize. I don't remember all the details, but I know that right in here is a Shun knife. If you want to see an example of it, it's on the wall over there. And if that one's not big enough for you, walk out here, turn right, and there's a big 10-foot one sitting on the wall. There's a great story behind that knife. You got a beautiful bottle of wine. You've got a $50 gift certificate to the Epicurean. You've got a cookbook from called Rare and Well Done from Burns Steakhouse. You got a heck of a gift box here for the person who is not going on to the finals. But we are ready to announce the winner. So if I could get both.
Can I just say one thing real quick?
Sure.
I just want to say, you guys, you don't really realize how hard this is. These are our backbones to our kitchen, these guys that are cooking here today.
Yeah.
You know, we may get all the credit, Tyson and Marty and myself, but these guys really deserve a round of applause.
Well said, Michael. Well said. Gentlemen, come on out here.
It is time to announce the winner. Once again, the winner will go on to compete in the next heat. The person who is not selected the winner is going to go home with a fine selection of knives. Are you ready? The winner of episode 2, Epic Chef Season 3 is none other than... Here we go. Are you ready? Chef Paul from Mise. Well done, my friend. Well done. Chris, I got to tell you, very glad to have you participate. Give Chris a big round of applause as well. Well done. On behalf of the Epicurean Hotel Kitchen Theater, all of our judges from Michael and Liz and Vincent, from Kevin Scott, the general manager of the Epicurean, to the great chefs that we have, Marty and Chef Tyson from Mise en Place and Parkshore Grill, to everybody tuning in all over the world live streaming, thank you so much for coming out this evening and participating in Epic Chef Showdown. Tune in every Monday, 6:30 p.m. live stream at tampabay.com. I'm Topher Morrison. I'm your host. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Well done. Thank you. Congratulations, my friend. I nailed it. Thank you so much. Yeah.